All right, welcome in to this free presentation. I'm Josh Smith, aka the Dadtrepreneur, and today I want to break down what I call the Instagram money game plan. You're going to learn how regular people can start earning $1,000 commissions on Instagram, even if you've got zero followers or no prior experience regardless of age. You don't need fancy degrees. You don't need any of that stuff to get started. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to bring you this presentation today is to kind of demystify for you everything that's going on out there on Instagram right now. Because frankly, there is a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people who are creating videos that are completely clickbait. They're just designed to get you to click, and they're talking about side hustles for the broke and lazy, or posting reviews on Amazon and getting paid thousands a week. That's not how this works. And when you actually go to their free thing that they are offering, you see that that's not how it works, because that's not what they're doing. Okay, so my plan for today's session is to give you the overview of what it actually looks like to build a business and make an income stream through Instagram. Okay. So let's dive into today's training. And if I lost everything and I had to rebuild my income from scratch with only my Instagram account, here is the straightforward game plan that I would use to leverage Instagram effectively. And this plan will enable anybody to start from scratch and build an income with a strategic plan on Instagram. So whether you've never started a business before, or you're someone who's tried and failed in the past, or even if you've made some sales and you're just not quite getting the results that you hoped for, this training is designed to help you get complete clarity on the things to focus on. Okay. Because this picture right here, okay, this is from an actual screenshot from a reel that I posted recently. Okay. That is a $2,500 sale that came through on my youngest daughter's birthday while we were hanging out coloring. Okay. It's pretty crazy that you can make $2,500 in a single sale. When I was hand cutting coffee paper filters for $11.25 an hour, I couldn't even imagine $2,500 in a week, let alone in one sale during the morning while I'm not working, right? Because the goal of building a business in this way isn't to trade one 9 to 5 job for another. It's about creating that freedom, that lifestyle that you truly want. Okay. And most people think building a business has got to be complicated and confusing, and you probably spend 8 hours a day working on your business, but it's a trade off because now I don't have to work for someone else. I can do it on my own. No, that's not it. My goal for you is to not have to work 8 hours a day. I want you to be able to focus on the strategic things that will drive the most amount of results in the least amount of time. So whether it takes you 15 minutes a day, an hour a day, or two, this is something that you can do in your spare time. You need to keep it simple, and you need to follow the process and do only the things that will drive the results. And this presentation will help you understand that and get to those things that drive the results. Okay. So the Instagram payoff system, what does it look like? Well, you can unlock your earning potential in 3 simple steps. And the first thing you need to do is get clear. Okay. You need to define your niche in your audience to ensure your content is focused and you're engaging the right people, right? Because if you just throw a bunch of stuff out there and you've got no real strategy, you might attract some people and grow some followers. But if they're not actually interested in what you're doing, they just liked the cat that you posted in the background of your video. Well, they're there for entertainment. They're not there to learn, and they're never going to buy anything from you. Okay. So we need to get really, really clear on our industry, who we want to help, how we can help them, and then we just talk about that out on social media. Okay. So, step 2 here, get seen, right? We need to optimize your profile and your content strategy to maximize visibility and attract followers. And look, if you're like, what the heck is he talking about right now? Hang with me here, okay? Because I promise this will start to get much more clear for you. So you need to get clear. You need to solve one specific problem for one specific group of people, and then you need to get seen. You need to get in front of those people. Okay. And then step 3 here, you get paid. You implement simple sales tactics to convert your audience into profitable commissions effortlessly. Okay. So, as a beginner, if you don't have your own products or services, that's okay. If you have no intentions of building your own products or services, that's okay. You can still follow this game plan as an affiliate. In fact, that's how I started. Affiliate marketing is what took me from hand cutting coffee paper filters for 11.25 an hour, living in the in-laws basement, to millions in commissions in building our dream life, okay, without any of my own products or doing any of the selling myself. So get clear on who you help, how you help them, get in front of those people, and then have a simple sales system in place that sells for you around the clock. So whether you're working or not working, your systems work in the background at all times, getting you paid. Okay. So we're going to break this down into some phases. And phase one is getting really, really clear on your strategy. Again, we need a strategy, right? Your goal might be $10,000 a month, but if you don't know how to get there and the steps to take every single day, you're going to be lost. You're going to be confused and you're never going to get to where you want to go. So we got to get a real strategy in place. So here's what this looks like. Okay. You're going to define your target audience clearly, right? We just kind of talked about this a little bit, but you're going to choose a specific group to target. And why we do this is because social media is like this big, broad net, right? You can get in front of so many people. But again, I touched on this briefly on that last side is if you're getting in front of the wrong people, yeah, you might grow, but you're never actually going to make sales, right? And most people, they associate views and follower count with income. When in reality, I've seen people with 100,000 followers making $1,000 a month. And I've seen people with 1,000 followers making 100,000 a month. Okay. If you get in front of the right audience, it only takes a few followers, a few leads, a few customers if you're selling the right things, and you can make a full-time living online. Okay. So we want to maximize our chances of engaging with the right people so we can actually make sales. Okay. And then two, we need to define the outcome, right? We need to determine the results that our audience desire. That will guide our message and our offering and create what I call congruency in our business, right? There's nothing that you probably hate more than going to somebody's video and they're like talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden you get, you put in your email and they show you something that's like completely different than what they were talking about, right? The best people, the best marketers, the best business owners, they're very, very clear on who they help. They're very, very clear on the outcome that they can provide in all of their content, the posts they put out on social media, the reels they create, the trainings like this. It is all very outcome driven and designed in a very clear way that makes sense to their audience. Because if somebody is confused about what you're doing, they're never going to listen to what you have to say. So we need to eliminate that confusion and be congruent in our messaging. Okay. And then step three here, when we're picking our person, we need to address a problem, right? We need to understand the pain points, the struggles that those people are going through, right? That way we can make strategic content talking directly to those struggles. We need to know their desired outcomes so we can talk directly to those desired outcomes, right? That way people trust us and they say, okay, this is a person, they understand me, right? People don't care about what you have to say until they feel understood. So the better that we can communicate that we understand our audience, the more likely they are to allow us to help them to get to where they want to go. Okay. So from there, right, we need to understand what to sell. And choosing the right product, it matters. Okay. And especially as a beginner with limited time and limited resources, you don't want to just go out there and try to, sell water bottles or coasters and set up a store on Etsy with trinkets and little things and hope to make $1 in commissions. And then you got to sell 1,000 of them, right? The product matters. Okay. And in today's digital world, okay, digital products are the way for beginners to make money. And the best way to do this as somebody who doesn't even have their own product yet is by selling a proven product that somebody else already has, right? Just select a product that is tried and tested and true to ensure a strong base for your business, right? All the best affiliate marketers in the world. We just intercept traffic, right? People were going to buy these products anyway. We are just connecting them to those products before they find those products from somebody else. And we simply make a recommendation and then we get paid by these companies. Okay. So affiliate commissions, right? That's the next step here. Consider affiliate programs, which is what I was just touching on. They have products or services that they're already selling anyway, that people are already buying. They do the sales support, the product fulfillment. They've got teams in place, they've got sales systems. They do everything. The only thing you have to do as an affiliate is just refer people to that business using your special unique affiliate link, and it's all tracked. And then when somebody buys because of your recommendation, you get paid a commission. Okay, then the next thing you need to understand is high ticket versus low ticket, right? I just touched upon this. You want to set up an Etsy store and sell trinkets and little things for measly $3 commissions, go for it. You're going to need to make thousands of sales every single month. Do you think it'd be easier to make a few thousand sales or just a handful of sales each month, right? Well, what if you could sell something high ticket that paid $1,000 per sale, right? You don't even sell it. You simply refer people to it. The companies do all the selling for you and you earn $1,000 commissions. This is literally how I earned my first seven figures online as a complete beginner while working my full-time job. I posted 3 TikToks a day at that time. That was it. That was it. Simply recommending people to somebody else's product. And when they bought because of my recommendation, I would earn $1,000 commission. So all it takes 4, 5, 6, 7 sales a month with $1,000 commission product, and you've replaced your full-time income. Okay. It's going to take you a heck of a lot more sales if you're selling something low ticket. So we really need to focus on high ticket items to maximize your earning potential with every sale that you make, especially if you got limited time and you're going to build this as a side hustle that you eventually hope to turn into a full blown business or a full time thing down the road. Okay. Proven product, affiliate products, high ticket. Okay. Those are the 3 things that you absolutely need to be looking for as a beginner with limited time and limited resources. Okay. So diving into phase 2 here, right? You need to get seen and be heard, right? You need to be seen or be heard. Like I love this sign right here, seen or heard, because you need to, right? We on Instagram, everybody is fighting for attention, right? So a lot of people they come in and they think, okay, well, isn't digital marketing just oversaturated? Affiliate marketing, it's oversaturated. I feel like everybody on my feed is doing that. You know what? 99% of the population still doesn't even know that affiliate and digital marketing exists. The only reason you're seeing it everywhere is because social media algorithms are really, really good at putting that stuff in front of you. So, really, there's not a lot of competition when you think about it, because here's the deal. Think of it like this. I heard this analogy really early on when I was skeptical, when I was thinking of getting into all of this. I had the same thoughts that you probably did. I'm like, well, it seems like a lot of people are doing this. Isn't it saturated, highly competitive, all these things? And one of my mentors told me early on, he said, think about it like this. There's a lot of fish in the ocean, right? You would think that fishermen are highly competitive with each other. But the issue is, if you got a harbor on the East Coast and you're fishing off a dock in New York, and your biggest competition is fishing off a dock on a harbor in California, you're not competing for the same fish. You got to realize there are billions and billions of people on Instagram. And what does everybody want? No matter who you are, whether you've got a good income, whether you're middle class, whether you've got not a lot of income, everybody wants to make more money. Literally everybody. And if you say that you don't, you're either Jesus himself or I don't believe you. Okay. Everybody wants to make more money, because when you have more money, life gets easier. More opportunities open up for you. So it's an evergreen thing. Everybody always wants more of it. So if you're fishing off a dock in New York and I'm fishing off a dock in California, we're not actually competing with each other for the same fish. Okay. So it is not saturated. It will never be saturated. In fact, with AI, the industry is only evolving and opening up more and more opportunities for people to come in and now sell and create and promote AI type of products, right? It's an evolving industry. There is always going to be an abundance of opportunity for those who believe that they can make it work. Okay. So, phase two, get seen and get heard. And we're going to set up our profile as a funnel, right? Don't let funnel scare you. Maybe you've heard that term before. Maybe you've even tried to build one. All a funnel is, when you think about a funnel, you are attracting people to your products or services, right? And there's very strategic ways that we do this. We call it a funnel because when you think about a funnel, you get a lot of people who enter in up top. And what do? They get funneled in a very narrow, specific path. Okay. So your funnel is just a specific path that you guide people on in order to effortlessly lead them to a purchase. And the beautiful part is we set this stuff up one time, we don't have to touch it. Now, whether 10 people come in next month or 10 million, they're all going to get funneled in that exact direction that we want them to go. So to be able to do this effectively, the first place that we start is actually optimizing our Instagram profile, right? You need a name, okay? It should clearly indicate who you help and create immediate connection with your potential followers, right? So if you look at my profile as an example, Josh Smith, 7-figure affiliate marketing mentor, right? So anybody who's interested in learning affiliate marketing, they know I'm a 7-figure mentor and that I can help them, right? That's going to immediately, people know what my content is going to be about, right? And then your bio. Craft your bio to highlight pain to promise journey, showcasing how you can assist your audience, right? And that's just kind of a little bit of marketing jargon there. I probably should have dumbed that one down a little bit and made that a little bit more clear. But simply put, basically, you just say who you help and how you help them, right? I share a little bit about who I am and my personal beliefs. That way I can create a deeper connection with people who are on the same page as me. And then I help ordinary people make money online in their spare time. That's what I do. That's how I can help you. You want to make money in your spare time? I can help you do that. Boom. And then there's a link, right? A single call to action with a link directly below it. Okay, DM me partner to have a conversation. And then boom, I've got a link right there where people can go and view all of my stuff. So they can communicate with me in the DMs. We can have a conversation and get to know each other before I make a recommendation on what you could do. And, if I can't help you, I'll just let you know right then and there, hey, probably not a good fit. Okay, go find somebody else or give something else a try, right? Very simple, very straightforward. Okay. So then we're going to create a simple content system. Okay. And there's 3 types of content to create. You want to focus on problem content, proof/story content, process content, right? So problem content, we kind of address this a little bit, right? You're talking about those pain points. You're helping your audience feel understood, to forge a strong connection and build trust. And then you're going to show them the light of how you can help them solve those problems that they are experiencing, right? Like, hey, I'm approaching retirement age and I don't necessarily have enough to stay retired for more than like 5 years before my money runs out. I'm going to need to either work a part-time job, figure out a business, something, right? I understand where you're coming from. Okay. I actually work with a lot of clients who are going into retirement age and they're worried, but you know what? They're creating side income without ever having to go back to a job using this Instagram system that I'm talking about right now. Okay. That's an example of problem content right there. That's simple. Okay. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. And then proof and story content. You see me telling stories all the time, right? You see me telling stories all the time. You see me sharing screenshots occasionally. I'm not big into the hype marketing of, screenshot after screenshot after screenshot and using that as your only form of marketing. I feel like you can get in a lot of trouble doing that and it's pretty misleading. But I do believe that people want to see proof, right? So occasionally we share the proof. And one of the best ways to do this is through stories. And if you need an example, go back to the beginning of this training where I showed you that picture from my Instagram reel that had the $2,500 screenshot on there while I was hanging out with baby girl. And I told you a simple story about how it was her birthday. That's it. Guys, the game is so simple. That is proof in story content right there. Okay. And then process content. Process content, again, I'm a big believer of showing you that I actually practice what I preach. What is this presentation? It is a process. I'm showing you the Instagram system and how it works. This is a process. This is process content that you are watching right now. We're outlining steps or methods to show your audience how to achieve a result. This makes your content actionable and valuable. Again, I want your trust here. The whole goal of this is to get your trust and show you I'm not just some guru who tells you all these things. And then when you actually watch me, I'm not doing any of them. I am living proof that the process works and that I follow my own strategies every single day. And I will never tell you to do something that I am not doing myself. Okay. So the next thing we need to understand, we need to post with purpose. Okay. We need to attract, build belief, and grow. Every post you create should serve a specific purpose, whether it's to attract followers, build belief in your service, or lead to the next steps in their journey with a link in bio or commenting a keyword for a free training or booking a call with a team, whatever it is. Every piece of content that you have needs to have a purpose. And one of the best ways I like to look at this is to reverse engineer it, right? What is the main outcome you want? Okay, I want people to go to a video presentation and purchase this product at the end that will earn me $1,000 commission. Okay, that's a great purpose. How do I get there? Right? That's the outcome I want. How do I get there? Well, maybe today I'm going to create a piece of content out on social media that's a 2-minute long video that just outlines really quick, high level of what digital and affiliate marketing actually is. And then I have a call to action that says comment guide for my free training. Okay. Post with a purpose. Every single post should have a purpose. Sometimes it's for followers, sometimes it's for engagement. It doesn't always have to be the same thing, but you do need to be careful. I will warn you here. Okay, the best marketers, we're not always saying comment for our thing, comment for our thing, comment for our thing. Sometimes the purpose of a post can be just to create connection, to show you that I'm a real human in the grind with you every single day, too, right? It's not always about go get my thing, go look at my thing. Sometimes posting with purpose is simply to create connection or giving people something without expecting anything in return. That's one of the biggest keys here is everybody gets so me centered and focused on I and me and I need to make money. I want to get people to my link. They forget good business is all about serving other people. So if you show up every single day and you provide and you post with purpose and you give people what they want without expecting anything in return, naturally people are actually going to hand money over to you without you even really expecting it. Okay. So we need to post with a purpose. And then phase 3, it's all about getting paid and unlocking your earning potential. Okay. So here's what this looks like. Get paid, the steps to secure your commission, right? When we are doing a sales type of video, right? We're going to DM people to a link. There's ways you can automate this process. You can do it manually, but the most probably the way you found your way to this training was either through an email where I posted content, I wrote content in the email, and then there was a link for you to click. Well, this same thing works out on social media. Whenever you've seen somebody that says comment guide for my free thing, you comment guide and you immediately get a message to a link with something in it, right? That's what we're talking about. You can use direct messages to connect with potential clients and share your links. So either you can do this manually or you can use software like ManyChat to set it up automated for you, which is the next step, automated delivery, right? The whole key to working smarter, not harder, is about automated delivery. Okay. We need to implement automation tools to ensure our products or services are delivered efficiently and effectively without delays, right? It's the last thing somebody wants to do. Like a manual DM is a great way to connect with people. But if you got a bunch of people commenting for your thing and you don't have you got like 4 or 5 hours until you can get back and manually do it, you're going to miss out on the opportunity, right? So that's why we like to automate that. And then we can pop into our DMs and we can manage things and still connect with people on that manual level if we want. But it's important to be able to automate things, okay? That way, again, you're working smarter, not harder, and you have the ability to connect with more people even when you are not working, okay? And then you need a daily routine. I'm sorry, but Most people aren't going to tell you this stuff. Most fluffy gurus just want to tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. You need to be dedicating time every single day to building this out, whether it's engaging, whether it's making content, whether it's researching your competitors, seeing what they're doing so you can model or recreate their videos, and following up consistently with your leads to generate that consistent income. Now, again, there's a lot of tasks and things that you can automate and systems to put in place that work 24/7, right? That's why I love automation. But at the end of the day, you can't build something great with no effort. I mean, and what's 30 to 45 minutes every single day? We can all find that. Okay. If you can't commit 30 to 45 minutes every single day, then scroll away now. You're not the type of person that's going to be able to build an income online. I'm sorry. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. Like, you will have to put in some effort, but really, what's 35 to 45 minutes every single day to build a $10,000, $20,000 per month income that can eventually be managed in just 15 minutes a day? Right? So you're going to have to put in some work and start developing that routine. So that's kind of the system. That's how it works. And once you got it all installed and in place and you're creating that momentum, you get to experience that freedom and success. Your first goal every single day should be wake up to daily leads. And then once you're getting to 10, 15, 20 leads a day, you're going to start waking up to daily sales. Okay, daily sales notifications, just like that picture I showed earlier. Well, it's baby girl's birthday and I'm coloring with her. My phone buzzes. I got a Stripe notification for a $2,500 sale. Did I take a sales call? No. Was I working in that moment? No. That's what life can look like when you do this stuff right. But don't forget about the second S here, simplicity. Okay. Again, I can't stress this enough. So many people come to me and they're like, oh, this has got to be complicated. Josh, there's got to be more that I can be doing every single day. And I'm like, no, KISS method. You ever hear the KISS method? I think it was a military thing originally. Keep it simple, stupid is what they used to say, right? Like, if you can keep it simple. Look, the people who succeed in this space are the ones that don't overcomplicate everything. They don't have this mindset that they're stuck. They're not stuck. I mean, in the employee mindset of like, okay, there's tasks and there's things I need to do every single day, and I need to fill my 8 hours with activities. That's an employee mindset. This is an income stream. You're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur now. Okay, we get paid for value. We don't get paid for time. Okay. That's the beauty of this. And when you can figure out how to create value on demand and automate the process, you buy your time back and you never have to trade your time for a paycheck again. And honestly, it's way simpler than you think. And the ones who keep it simple succeed. The ones who overcomplicate it and try to fill time and fill their 8 hours, they create problems that they didn't even have. Now they have to spend time figuring out how to solve that problem that they didn't even have in the first place. Okay. And it's a vicious cycle. Keep it simple. Okay. And then when you can achieve $1,000 commissions regularly, whether it's one a week, whether it's two a week, or whether your goal is to get one daily and you want to build a $30,000 per month income, you can do it. I made seven figures with one specific affiliate program in 2.5 years. That's it. Generating $1,000 commissions every single day. You create that freedom to be able to pursue your passions and your dreams. Okay. And look, this isn't just income, it is a lifestyle upgrade. Thanksgiving just passed. Well, depending on the time you're watching this video, but Thanksgiving just passed. And this is a picture of me and my family having fun on Thanksgiving. And this is how much I cashed out from my stand store Thanksgiving Day. Okay. Now, full transparency, this wasn't one day's worth of sales. Okay. But we wanted some extra money in the bank account, cashed out $4,000 on demand because of income that was being built up because of these automated systems. Okay. So, what I want you to do now, if all this sounds good, you want to learn more about partnering with me and my team, this seems like something you could see yourself doing. There's going to be a link around this video. I want you to book a free call with my team. No pressure. Okay. It's going to send you to a page on where you can pick a time on a calendar. You're going to get a video from me that explains a little bit more about what it looks like to partner with us directly to get all this built for you in 72 hours or less and hand it over to you so you can focus on one thing, which is showing up and getting stuff out there on Instagram every single day. And that's the one thing you focus on to drive the results in your business. We handle everything else. Okay. So click the link around this video right now, lock in your time slot to talk to my team, and your future self will thank you. Okay. My email is always open, my DMs are always open. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. And thank you for allowing me to present this material to you and putting your trust in me. I hope that we can partner here soon. Okay. I appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.